welcome to Gordon Guitar. We have Wish Wednesday here, so this is nothing new for you subscribers here, but for all you new guys, this means you wished for song here on Gordon Guitar, and I will bring some of them up here on Wednesday. So this time we brought up Joshua Bassett's I'm Sorry, and you, Camilla, you wished for this song, so this is special for you. And for all you Bassett fans, I know there are many out there. So yeah, this is the I'm Sorry song here. So let's start this one up. We have a couple chords to go over first. We don't need any capo for this one, so we're just going clean here. So let's do the chords together first, and then we will look at all these different parts here with the pickings. So let's start with the chords now, and the first one will be A. So that is open A, second D, second G, second B, and open E. And I will give you the chords as they are, and in the standard version. It's not necessarily what you need to hold every time when we're playing the song, because we'll work with pickings here. So sometimes you can skip a couple of these fingers, like in the A case here. But yeah, I just want to give you the full chord as they are. So yeah, let's go on. That's the A. The next chord will be the D minor, but with an F in the bass. And it looks like this. It sounds like that. It's third on D, second on G, third on B, and first on E. And I use this finger sitting here. I'm using the ring finger on the third D and my middle finger on the second G, my little pinky on the third B, and the first fret on the E string here with my index finger. So that's how I grab the D minor F. All right. The next chord, we will have two variations here, the B minor, the B minor 7. So the first one will be a bar chord here on the second fret. So you place a bar here on the second from the A string and down. So that means all strings except from the E here, the bass. So 5 strings like that. Place a bar with index finger, and then the rest will be fourth on D and third on B. All right, so that's the first B minor 7. The second one is up here on the 7th fret with the bar. This time you bar all strings, and then the rest will be 9th here on the A string. So, and the reason for this 9th fret bar chord, B minor 7, is because we want the higher notes there. All right, so that's the only reason. Fits very well for some parts of the song. Then we'll move on with the E7. All right, so we have two variations here as well. The first one will be this. All right, so that is second on D, second on G, third on B, and yeah, you can go with open E. We will not perhaps use that last string, but anyway, I give you the full chords as they are, like I said. So that's the first E7 chord, and the second one is again up here on the 7th fret with a bar chord. This time you don't bar the last E string here if you don't want to, so only 5 strings from bottom up, and then the rest will be 9th on D and 9th on B. All right, so that's the E7. All right, the next chord here will be E, just a standard E as it is. So that is open E, second A, second D, first G, open B, and open E. Then we have the F sharp minor. All right, so that's a bar chord here on the 2nd fret. You bar all strings, and then the rest will be 4th on A and 4th on D. Okay. We'll move on with the F minor 7. So what you do there, you make just a finger adjustment there. You keep the bar on the 2nd fret, you bar all strings still, and then the rest will be 4th on A and 1st on the G. Sorry, 3rd on G, of course. That's how you play the F7 chord. Okay, F sharp 7. So we have still the G left here. That is 3rd on E, 2nd on A, open D, open G, 3rd B, and 3rd E. And then we have D. That's the last chord we can say, and that is open D, 2nd G, 3rd B, and 2nd E. Then we have a transition here, a part in the chorus when it's just notes played. When it's notes played almost everywhere, but this is just the bass notes, and it builds upon the D minor. So we'll go with that as well. So we have a transition that goes like this. I played it for you in the introduction of the tutorial. Okay, so the first 2 chords out of these are the D minor, based upon the D minor. So what you need there is only actually three settings there with the finger. So that will be 5th on A, 3rd on the D string, and 2nd on G. Right? And then we have the next thing here is the A, but with a C sharp in the bass. Okay, so that is 4th on A, 2nd on D, and 2nd on G. What I do here, we only need these 3 notes, but I actually bar everything because the next chord afterwards will be the B minor. So that's a full bar on that one. So I just play with a bar from the beginning there to have it ready for the B minor that comes right after. So that's just some technical stuff there to make it easier for you. Okay, so with that we covered all the chords we need. There are a couple chords, and yeah, we will look at this like part by part now. So we'll start with the first verse now, and we have this thing going on here for 4 rounds. One round of it will sound like this. All right, so that's the verse, and what you do there, you play from the A. All right. So grab that A, that's the easiest way to play these notes. And with this grip here, you're gonna play open A, 2nd G. Then you play the 2nd B together with open E. So you're actually just playing from the A chord. And then you go back to the 2nd G. So we'll stop there. So again, open A, 2nd G, 2nd B plus open E together, and back to 2nd G. Then you play this part. So that is 2nd on B, 3rd on B, and then 2nd on B together with open E. That is the last part, and then you finish with the A. All right, so that is. So if we connect these 2 parts together, that will make the full A, and it will sound like this. And then you switch over to the D minor F chord. So the easiest way is to actually hold the chord as it is. And when you do that, you're gonna play this part for 2 times. So one round is 3rd on D, second on G, then third B together with first E, and back to second G. And that's it. You play that part for 2 rounds. So all right. So there you have the whole verse when it comes to what you need to play. So you're gonna play this for 4 rounds. So I'm gonna play 1 round for you slowly, and then I'm gonna speed up to 1 standard tempo. So let's go. And standard. Play that part for 4 rounds and you are in the pre-chorus. All right, so the pre-chorus is pretty easy actually. Now we're gonna use the B minor 7 and the E7 only, and we're gonna use these variations where we are at the 9th fret here with the bar. All right, so we're starting with the B minor 7 chord. Okay, so you grab that one. And now you're gonna follow the same principle when it comes to the verse play here. That will be, yeah, you will actually see the pattern here. So you can grab that part, B minor 7 on the 7th bar here. And you're gonna play like this. Okay, so 1 round of it will be the bass note here. You have it on the E string from the chord, then you play the G string, and then you play the B and the E string together and go back to the G string. That is 1 round. You play for 2 rounds. So and then you switch to the E7 chord. Okay, and you follow the same principle. This time we have the A as the new bass and the rest is the same. So A, G, and then B, E together and back to G for 2 rounds. A, G, B, E, G. That is 1 round. You're gonna play this for 2 rounds. So the full pre-chorus will be like this, slowly. When it comes to this picking, this is just patterns. Sometimes we will go out of this patterns. It will be played a little bit by feel sometimes, so you can pick from the chord. If you go to another string, it doesn't hurt that much, actually nothing, because it's only a matter of taste what you're gonna pick from the chord. It will sound great anyway. And just give you the patterns here so you have something to stick with, okay? So 2 rounds of B minor 7 and E7, all right? That will be the pre-chorus, and we're now at the chorus. Okay, so I talked about these D minor pickings here, and that is what we're gonna play now. And same here, we have this pattern, and sometimes it's played a little bit different way, but mostly something like this we're gonna learn now. So it starts with D minor, and then the AC chord, and then the B minor 7, okay? So we'll look at the D minor first. Remember, I did it like this. I placed a bar here on the 2nd fret, and then I had the 3rd on the D string and 5th on A. Sounds like this. Okay? So it goes 5th on A, 3rd on D, 2nd on G, and back to 5th on A. Then you switch to the AC grip. So it looks like this. You keep the bar here on the 2nd fret. That will be the easiest way. And you're just holding the 4th fret on the A string. And with that grip, you're gonna play this part. So that is fourth on A, second on D, second on G, and back to fourth on A. And then we have the final chord for this part here. So far in the chorus, that's the B minor 7. Grab the chord as it is, and we're gonna learn this. Okay, so play the chord from A string here, 2nd fret, then 2nd fret G string, 3rd fret B string, and back to 2nd G, and then you play this little medley here, 3rd B, then you release this finger you're holding on 3rd B to get the 2nd B, sorry. Then you place the 4th G here, I'm using my little pinky, and you release it to get the open G, oh sorry, 2nd G. So 3rd B, 2nd B, 4th G, 2nd G. So this B minor in total goes like this. So that is, you can say, 1 round. So you're gonna play this for 2 rounds, okay? So we're going for 2 rounds. Sorry, I stick to this string for a couple times too much, but yeah, I think you get an idea. And when it comes to this B minor 7, you don't need to play this melody all the time. It goes back and forth with this through this song here, so you can just stick with and stop and have a pause and then go back. Or sometimes medley. So it's up to you to play a little bit with it. So that is the D minor, A, C, and the B minor 7 chord. You're gonna play that for 2 rounds, and then we're about half into this course. So the 3rd round will be, again, starting the same way, the D minor, the A, C. So, and then the B minor. Just that short, and then you're gonna switch to the E7 chord. And now you're using this grip down here. And that will be 2nd on D, 2nd on G, 3rd B, and back to 2nd on G. Okay, that was the 3rd time. And then you go back to this verse play, which is you alternate the A and D minor / F, okay? So that will be this part. You do that for 2 rounds. And that is the full chorus. So this is a little bit the tricky part of the song, okay? So I just feel I need to summarize it so you really get the idea of how it goes. So it started with this D minor grip, okay? And then you go to A, C, and then to B minor 7, okay? You can feel free to play with this B minor 7. The D minor A is really what it is, but B minor 7, you can go back and forth with that. Anyway, you do that for 2 rounds. On the 3rd round, you go again, starting the same way with the D minor AC chord, and then the B minor 7. This time, keep it short, so just this part. And then you switch to the E7. Then it's a short break, and then starts the verse play for 2 rounds. So yeah, we know that band now. And that is the chorus. Okay, so that takes us now to the 2nd verse, and that is played in the same way as the 1st verse, and the same goes with the 2nd chorus. Okay, So after this second chorus comes a bridge part. And if you ever hear this, and that's where we are in the lyrics. Now we're gonna use the chords that are left here for this song, almost all. So we'll start with the E, and we will follow the same principle here, bass, then middle notes, and then two notes together as a top note, and go back to the middle note. So starting with E now, it will sound like this. So open E in the bass, then the G string, then the B and E together, and back to G. That is one round. You play it for 2 rounds. So then you switch to the F sharp minor. Exactly the same strings here, same principle for 2 rounds. Okay, then we go to the D chord. Same there. 2 rounds of that. Just a different bass note. This bass note now is found on the open D string. And then the rest is the same, the G and then the B, E together and back to G. For 2 rounds. And then you play A for 2 rounds. Same principle here. Just a different bass note. This time it's on the open A. So A, G, B, G for 2 rounds. That is the first chord progression round out of this. So we're about half into this bridge part. The second time we're gonna start in the same way. E, 2 rounds. F sharp minor, 2 rounds. D, 2 rounds. And now you're gonna play A for 1 round. And then G for 1 round. So that is played in the same way. The bass note now is on the E string. So E, G, then B, E, and back to G. And then you have the F sharp chord here, 7. Same principle for 2 rounds. And the bass is, of course, on the E string. So E, G, B, E, and G for 2 rounds. And that is your bridge parts. I feel this is also a little bit tricky here, so I'm gonna take you through this. I'm gonna play slowly for you and speak meanwhile. So let's go through the bridge part from the beginning here, starting with E2. So E2, F sharp, 2, D2, A2, again, back to E2, F sharp minor, 2, D2, now A1, G1, and F sharp 7, 2. Yeah, so there you have the bridge parts. And now we have just the final part left here, the chorus. Okay, so this one will start with only 1 down per chord now. And remember, we had these different grips here, D minor, the A, C chord, and the B minor. So when you do the downs here, just play downs on the bass strings we're using when we are picking, okay? So don't go all the way down if you're barring the D minor, for instance. So just play this for 2 rounds. And on the 3rd round you start to pick in the same way. And then starts the verse play. And so on. You're gonna play the verse play then for 2 rounds, and that works kind of an outro. So that's an outro part, and that is how this Joshua Bassett's I'm Sorry ends. All right, so a little bit tricky there. Some parts take some time to learn, and you need to practice this a little bit to get used to the pattern. I think that is the key here, to learn your right hand to follow the pattern here. Once you have that, it's just a matter of different grips basically. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, Camilla, and for all you Joshua Bassett's fans, this one was for you, especially for you, Camilla. I hope you enjoy this, and yeah, keep on wish here on this channel. I do my best to satisfy all your wishes. So thank you for watching, guys, and until next time, play tuned.